Okay, I got a wild but I love a dog story for you that I think y'all gonna really hate, right? I mean, love. You know what I mean? Now, check it out. In Houston, Texas, a 20-year-old black man ran over a 64-year-old white man, and this black man identifies himself as a woman. So sit back and listen to the tale, of Karan. Okay, that's his name, Karan Fisher. Let's get it popping. All right. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share these videos. Like, subscribe, and share the videos. You know how we do it, the Mecca. Ow!
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, going to rehab. Had to ask God for His mercy and grace.
This is where we're gonna go right now. I'm gonna show you a video so you can see how this young man.
I'm so sorry.
Ran over this elderly white man.
But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
We gotta figure out, what was the motive? That's what it is. What was the motive? So let's get this popping. Now, y'all check this out, all right?
Hoping that a neighbor's video leads to a quick conviction and justice for his family. Only on 13, deeply disturbing and shocking video of a murder in broad daylight. On May 3rd, the victim, Stephen Anderson, is walking on Woodridge Square Drive to pick up his mail, sources tell us. He turns around at the sound of a screeching car speeding right into him.
Okay, so that's what's going on. Gunshots. All right, so now let me tell you about the story, then we're going to get into the motive and all that, all right? In Houston, Texas, Karan Fisher, 20 years old, is described in court documents obtained as a man, but is referred to as she in the Houston, the police department in his area. Neighbors' video home camera obtained, right, by the local TV out there, KTRK, appears to show an intentional attack on a man who was said, right, to just be walking and pick up his mail. And that's why I hate flip-flop wearing it, dude. Don't wear flip-flops in public. You got flip-flops in public and you never know what's going on, how Carol getting out of control, and here you go with flip-flops on, That's why you don't wear them in public. Right? Not saying he was wearing it in public, but I'm just wanting to, get y'all about the flip-flops because summer coming, y'all getting a little too comfortable and not realizing that it's a dangerous world out there, right? The victim identified in reports as a 64-year-old named Stephen Anderson, right? He turned around to look at the screeching white Charger that's coming up the street as it's barreling towards him. Before it struck him and, after it hit him and ran it over, it backed up and ran over him again. So y'all tell me if you think that's a crime of passion, or you think that was revenge for him teasing him, or maybe y'all got a whole nother scenario. Those are the two that, come to mind, So just so y'all understand, the suspect, right? The suspect seen in all black. Check it out, little man, right? You see little man up there with the wig and all that, right? Picture him, right? We're gonna draw a picture here. He in all black. He throw on his black gloves, he getting his white Charger, tinted windows, But they said a couple of days before that, right? A couple of days before that, they said that he was stalking them, like he was hanging around the neighborhood, he was acting erratic and, carrying on. And the neighbors seen it, but they wonder what this old black boy doing over here with this crazy ass wig on, And they didn't know why, But whatever it was, right? He was hanging around Stephen Anderson's house. So while he hanging around his house, he in all black, right? Remember that. Yeah. He's barreled down the street and he sees the dude. Now, I feel like showing it to you again, but yeah, but let me show it to you again, man. He barrels down the street, right?
Hoping that a neighbor's video leads to a quick conviction and justice for his family. Only on 13, deeply disturbing and shocking video of a murder in broad daylight. On May 3rd, the victim, Stephen Anderson, is walking on Woodridge Square Drive to pick up his mail, sources tell us. He turns around at the sound of a screeching car speeding
so that's
right
what's happening.
into
He
him.
barrels down the street, right? He barrels down the street and runs this man over, right? The suspect was in all black, with a knife, right? After he ran him over, he backed up over Stephen Anderson. He backed up over him, and then he must have drove off or something, and then he comes back, still dressed in black. And this time he got a knife with him, right? He flipped Stephen Anderson's body over and he stabbed him, right? Y'all put in the comments what you think he did next. Somebody put in the comments what you think he did next after he, flipped him over. Somebody tell me in the comments. All right? So now, right, he flips him over. Where we at? All right, let's get this right. So he flips him over, right? And he kisses him on the forehead. Dude runs him over, backs up over him, leaves, go gets a butcher knife, runs back, right? A knife, well, a butcher knife or what? Because the flip-flop wearing in public trolls, they mad that I even mentioned their names in this, but you got to get them. And but matter of fact, when I'm getting the flip-flop wearing in public trolls, let me get the rat bastards. You know what I mean? And don't forget the trolls. All right, y'all can get up out of here, man. We don't need you on this channel. This is a gangster channel for straight gangsters having gangster conversation. But anyways, right, so we got Karan Fisher. He sit here, he does whatever, and he runs dude over. After he runs him over, he backs up over him, you know what I mean? And he jumps out, go get a knife. He come back, he dressed in black like a ninja, and he running, he jumps up, and he go, ah, he puts the knife in him one time, right? After he flipped him over. And then he picked him up and gently kissed him on his forehead, right? He definitely kissed him on his forehead, right? And then he proceeded to stab him 9 more times. Can you believe this? He runs him over, backs up over him, go get a knife, come back. He stabs him, gently picks up his head, and he kisses him on his forehead, and he proceeded to put the knife in him 9 more times. Y'all tell me what type of crime. What do you think the motive is? Because you have to have a motive. Remember, there's a difference. Let's ride. We're going to ride. There's a difference and a distinction between murder and killing. Did he murder this man or did he kill this man? Y'all put in the comments, Now I'm going to break down, I'm not going to wait till the next video. I'm going to break it down, right? Murder is when, you intentionally kill somebody, you have a motive. There's a reason. They either pissed you off, but they struck an emotional chord. And, that's murder. Now you got killing. Killing is when it's done like for self-defense or to kill a cow, a goat, a sheep, a lamb in order to eat it, right? Or, you kill a tiger because it attacked you, But if a tiger's minding his business and you just go kill a tiger, then now you just murdered a tiger. You know what I mean? I hope y'all understand that metaphor. But let me right back to this now, right? The suspect, right, he was in all black, right? He flipped dude over, hit him up, bop, 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 right? And then he tries to get in another car, right? He seen another car, he tried to get in the car and try to drive him. But, that didn't work out, right? So now he tries to get in another car unsuccessfully, right? Before he jumped over the victim's body, Stephen Anderson. He jumped over his body and ran off, right? Officers, was called to the scene, right? But they was called to the scene, it was reported to them like, it was regarding someone who failed to stop and, and help another person. So they took their time, they got there, but those neighborhoods, Houston, Texas, so they got there. If that was in Harlem, they would have never came, Bronx, Brooklyn, never came. You know what I mean? Chicago, certain neighborhoods, never came. But anyway, they got there. So when they got there, right, they found Anderson dead and stabbed multiple times. Witnesses led the officers to the suspect, right, at a nearby location. they catch Karan Stevens in a nearby location, and they detained him and questioned him. Then detectives, then of course they charged and arrested him with murder. You know what it is. So the local TV station down there, KPRC, right? They said the police do not know of a relationship between the suspect and the victim. So we don't know if they had a relationship. It sounds like they had some type of relationship. And whether it was a romantic relationship, physical relationship, friendship relationship, or, a get high relationship. Let's not forget get high in this, right? So now, remember. Okay. So now, Fisher was reportedly, right? Fisher, that's the dude, that's, Karan. Karan was reportedly, on community supervision for evading police in 2023. And according to KTV, Karan was also charged with prostitution in 2021, but that case was dismissed. So we got a young man with a wig, identifies himself as a woman with an old 64-year-old European, is what we call him. Or we just tap the inside of our palm. That means white, because that's how we had to talk in the prison through the glass, because we couldn't hear each other because we buildings apart, so we had to do hand signals, and that's where that's where the gang signs that I don't want to put up come up, because I don't even perpetrate to be something that I'm not. Never interests me. I respect them to the fullest, but that's just not my thing. Now, online, right? Online jail records says that Fisher's next court appearance is May 24th, right? That's tomorrow. His bond amount has been set at $2.1 million. You think he'll get $2.1 million? He was driving the Charger, so he was getting a little money. Maybe he a rich man's kid, rich woman's kid. You know what I mean? But I don't think he's gonna get a 2.1. But tomorrow we're gonna find out what's going on the 24th. We're gonna find out what's going on with that, right? The homicide took place around 7:50 at night. I mean, the sun is still out and beaming. Houston hot, right, on May 3rd. The police said in a press release, right? That's how we got that. The witnesses said that days prior to the incident that, Karan was hanging around Stevens' house, displaying disturbing behavior, and, it looked like he had mental issues. So, because everybody talks about Diddy anyway, so we're going to bring Diddy up in this. So, and y'all think that I'll be against Gene Deal. You know what I mean? But, that's my brother. Round of applause to Gene Deal. Round of applause to Gene Deal. Relax. Now, for the record, I don't support none of that crap he's talking. I told him that straight up. That's how we go. I got my opinion, he got his, and that's why we get along. I don't support none of that, right? And that don't mean I'm against him because I disagree, because family and friends could agree to disagree. But what I'm getting at right here is everybody's getting on Gene Deal and Roger Bonds, and this is, not to defend them, I'm just being a straight up man on man time. They getting on them because they said that this should have been said, and, that they should have reported it if they seen, Diddy doing this and that. Not saying that they should or they shouldn't. I just wanted to bring this to you to show how it works in the human form instead of when analyzing Diddy form, right? People are saying that, Roger Bonds, you seen this, you should have said that. And you know what I mean? You should have spoke up. You should have stopped it. You're just as guilty. They're going to indict you. Gene, they're going to indict you because you should have stopped it. You said you seen too much. This is how they're going at Gene, right? But now, right, here goes a situation where white civilians in Houston, where this white man, 64 years old, married with children and grandkids, is chilling, walking leisurely to the mailbox, and then he's horrendously ran down. Rest in peace to him, And the neighbors seen a couple of days prior, they seen Karan acting erratic and looked like he had mental illness and all this, but they didn't report it. Because that's the human form. We taught to mind our business. You understand? But mind your business, also mean to shut the F up. Where I come from on my street side. But them on their side, once the crime happened, they spoke up and they let it know what was going on. You know, yeah, it was a dude, he was hanging around, he was acting erotic. You know what I mean? Nobody said to them, why you didn't report it? I'm going to charge you for not reporting that you see them acting erratic and hanging around the house. But everybody's saying, oh, they're going to charge Gene, they should do this, they should do that. Come on, man. Listen, I don't wish prison on no one. I definitely don't wish it on Diddy. If y'all got an issue with Diddy, where I come from, we settle our own issues. We don't go over to that side and tell them to go lock them up. You know, so I'm not going to sit here and, you know, support y'all saying that Roger Bonds, Gene Deal, and everybody else saying all that crap that I don't agree with. You know what I mean? But they still family. But they know where I stand. And I know where they stand. And we both know how to deal with each other. And that's what makes a democratic society. You can agree to disagree. I don't have to agree with Gene. Gene don't have to agree with me. You rat bastards don't have to agree with me. I don't even like you guys. You know what I mean? Because you just don't know how to just shut up. But when you're a secure man, you can take someone not agreeing with you and not get angry and get Twitter fingers and start all this crazy stuff in the comments. You know what I mean? That's a rat bastard. And social media labeled them trolls. And I hate both of you guys. You know what I mean? Just as much as I hate you flip-flop wearing the public trolls. Stop it. You know what I mean? Now, in a suburban neighborhood, right? They do call the police. And there's no problem. They're supposed to. They pay their tax to the police to protect them. So being that they call the police, if they see a crime they committed, they see some suspicious, they're supposed to report it. They didn't report this suspicious crime of Katron hanging around and acting erratic and all that. He probably was on drugs or something, you know. You never know. But they seen him acting crazy in their neighborhood, and they didn't call the police. You know, Gene Deal and Roger Bonds and everybody else that's saying that they seen something and didn't report it, everybody's saying that you're just as guilty. Okay, so is these suburban white people just as guilty? Should they be charged with accessory to his murder because they seen him out there a couple of days before and they really didn't do it? And then a lot of y'all gonna say that, you know, you're surprised they didn't call. No, they're human. You know what I mean? Sometimes we feel like we just need to mind our own damn business. You know, and that's how that play out. But now I want y'all, you know, to tell me in the comments, you know, what type of crime do you think this is? Is this a murder? Is this a killing? And if it's a murder, because I'm teaching y'all as we go along, like your professor. If this is a murder, then there must be a motive. So what do you think the motive is for Karan Fisher running over Steven Anderson, backing up over him, going to get a knife, coming back, put one in his chest, gently pick him up, kiss him on the forehead, and then proceed to stab him 9 more times, you know. That seems personal to me. That seems like a crime of passion. That's what they call it, crime of passion. You know what I mean? I know a dude, right? You know, let's ride. Let's ride. You know, let's ride. I know a dude, right? And y'all gonna think this is crazy. Now, this might fall into the Diddy situation, but this is some crazy stuff. But this is what I seen, not trying to freak y'all out, just telling you what it is. I was with a dude, right? And he pushed up on one of the homies, and not one of the homies, you know, another black man. And he said something to him, whatever he said to him, and dude said, man, you act like, you know, like you want a man to run up in you. You keep playing and laughing, we in prison and all that. And when he told me, like a man, he want a man to run up in him. This is what a man tell another man. You know what I mean? So now, dude said, you're the type of dude, man, that, you know, I wound up, you know, taking that from you. You know, talking about his manhood. You know what I'm saying? I wound up taking that from you. You know? And dude didn't stab him. That was the first mistake. Then guess what dude said to him? I'm giving y'all some jewels today, because remember, we riding. You know? Y'all like to ride? All right. Y'all like to ride? Put in the comments and make sure you subscribe, right? So check it out. So now, dude sits there and he says, man, before you take my manhood, you have to kill me. Did you hear what I just said? He said, before you take my manhood, you have to kill me. The law in prison is he was supposed to kill him for even thinking or saying out loud he was his manhood. But he said, before you take my manhood, you have to kill me. So dude walked up to him. He looked dead in his eyes. He got up on him and he said straight up, he said, what you think I'm in here for? She wouldn't give it up. I killed her, I raped her, and I'm doing life. And that's how he looked at her. And I'm sitting back and I'm looking like, you know, and I'm picking my shirt up and showing my man, yo, I got the joint, son, I got the joint. You know what I mean? Like now's the time to put it in him, now's the time to put it in him, you know? And dude just walked away and said, man, you buggy. I'm glad he wasn't in my car. I was violating for even offering a knife, but I was just so offended, you know what I mean? Because I know it was a good kid. He just didn't realize where he was at. So he's telling jokes, acting stupid, acting like every 5 minutes, everything you hear, every time you see him, he's smiling, showing teeth. You can't do that in prison because people take that for weakness. So that's why dude took it for weakness, was getting ready to make a move on him and told him straight up. You know what I mean? I'm in here for taking dead boom boom. Ain't nothing wrong with me killing you and taking your boom boom, nigga. And dude walked away. So as soon as word got back to his car, right, you know what happened. They said, yo, here's the knife, go kill him. And he said, no, I'm getting ready to go home, I'm getting ready to go home. And he said, nah, go kill him. You know, and dude said, nah, I'm getting ready to go home. And they stabbed him up right there where he stood. Didn't even tell him to go up or nothing. Hold up. Somebody called him. Yo, hello?
Yo, Unique, what's good, fam?
What's up? Yo, before you go any further, I'm recording the show right now, so you know you're being recorded so you can hang up or whatever and call back, because I don't do no fake fugazi recording and not telling the man he's recorded.
I got you.
Yeah.
I sent a bill for you. There's a cat up in Boston.
You heard what I said, right? You heard what I said?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm saying, so you want to put the business out there about whoever in Boston? If so, you do it, if you feel you want to do it. But I'm just letting you know I did tell you that it's being recorded.
Okay.
You know?
It's real simple. It's real simple.
No, then go ahead. If you comfortable with it, I am. But I'm just letting you know, you know, that I'm recording this to put it up on the YouTube.
All right. There's a. Well, let me bring it. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hang on a second.
All right. Yeah. So like I said, we don't do that rat bastard crap over here. You know, we don't do that rat bastard crap over here where people, you know, yeah, I'm just letting them know that I don't do the recording without letting you know. So you know you're being recorded. Go ahead.
So he's recording right now, Antoine, so you can talk to him and tell him what you're doing, but he is recording, so you're going to
Yeah, it don't matter. Like, what the fuck ain't got to hide, man? It's solid over here, man.
No. I'm solid over here. Hold on, Antoine. I'm solid over here. That's why I'm letting you know I'm recording you. I'm not going to sneak and you find out later on you on YouTube. You know what I mean? All right, go ahead, family.
Antoine, just tell what you're trying to do a little bit about yourself.
So I'm just trying to, man, you know, I just got out from prison. I've been out for, I've been out, I've been out like 16 months. I got out last year, January 17, 2023. I did 15 years and 9 months for murder. I had a life, I had to overturn my case. I went to trial 3 times. I was supposed to go to a 4th time, but I ended up just, you know, wrapping my case up. But while I was in prison, I was just kind of reinventing myself and just educating myself through the power of education and just taking the initiative to transform myself. Just having a revelation that, you know, a man becomes what he allows the dumb to start. So I just started changing my beliefs, right? Because beliefs work as a self.
Hey, turn your phone down, Antoine. Excuse me. Turn your phone down and just back away a little bit. It's coming in a little distorted. Go ahead.
What about now?
Yeah, much better.
So what? Say everything over? Or?
No. We can hear you. Go from there. Excuse me.
Yeah. So you know, beliefs work as a self-fulfilling prophecy. So I had to change my beliefs, right, to get different results. So as I did that, my life started changing. I gave my life to God, and He just started to work. Mm-hmm. And here I am now. You know, I got out. I've been out for 15 months. I got my own column in school on the dean's list. I'm on my 3rd semester, starting in the fall. Working on my 4th book. I did a couple podcasts. Like, I'm just trying to figure out my place in the world for doing it the right way and just staying away from things that I'm used to that could get me back into a place like that. So I've just been exposing myself to new ideas and new places and new people. You know, sometimes it's tough because, you know, normally you're just comfortable with what you're used to and what you grew up and being around. So sometimes you're like, damn, like, you know, be bored, lonely, whatever. You know, because it's a different journey that you're traveling. But, you know, I was bored, lonely in prison, so but I'm free. I can do whatever I want. So I'm just taking it one day at a time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what's your question? Or you just wanted to share that with me?
He want to get into, probably want to do a podcast with you, Unique.
Okay, well, that's not a problem because I'm sure people watching this now would want to hear more about his story, you know. So I appreciate that. And first of all, I'm gonna give you a round of applause. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you a round of applause for, you know, all your accomplishments. Calm down, y'all. Relax, relax. I'm talking. Relax, relax. Right. So now, for all your accomplishments, because it's not easy. And that's what I was saying, right? That a lot of people don't understand, and I'm definitely gonna interview you because you'll understand more because you came from the belly of the beast, so you don't see the worst of the worst. But where I'm at is, everyone is praying on Diddy's demise. You understand? We all have issues. You murdered someone. You took responsibility for that. You paid your debt to society for that, and now you're looking to re-enter back into society. Is that right?
Exactly.
Okay, so now here it is. I poison my community selling 255, 300 kilos, you know, up and down the East Coast. I gave them 26 years of my life for that. I take responsibility for that, and I'm trying to give back to my community, but I paid my debt to society. So my question to the people watching this is, now, here it is. Diddy obviously has a problem. He admitted to the video. We've seen what happened. It was horrendous. We don't support none of that over here at Unique Mecca Audio, but what we do support is our own. So what I'm saying is, now, Diddy, you know, God forbid, goes through whatever he goes through and winds up in prison, does his time. Is he welcome back into society, or do y'all hate him that much that he's not even welcome back? And then
Everybody makes mistakes, man.
Exactly.
Everybody makes mistakes. He just got caught for it. What's done in the dark comes to light. Ain't nobody exactly making mistakes. We human beings, we have emotions, man.
And you know,
we all have trials and tribulations and demons that we dealing with. And sit here and act like you're more self-righteous than the next person is foolish, right? Because we all got demons, we all got things we dealing with.
You know, and that's what I'm saying. You know, that's what I want these people to understand, because when I speak wisdom to our people on this YouTube, they so used to backbiting and, you know, the flip-flopping and public trolls and rat bastards putting crazy comments up, that's what they look for. So when you talk to them sensibly to let them know that, you know, our ex-president is accused of the same things, you know, was accused of the same things in the same position as Diddy. And his people supported him. He's going to trial now for an issue. They're supporting him. You understand? Eric Adams also had the same situation that Diddy's accused of, but he's talking about pulling the key back from Diddy. You understand? And that's just another one. And then you could take Governor Cuomo had the same issue, you know, but their people supported him, and our people is vilifying and try to, like, basically just kill one of our own. And that don't seem right with me. I had an issue of being selfish, greedy, and, you know, not compassionate by selling drugs, poison in my community. And I gave y'all 26 years for that. So did he give you 26 years in prison for his crimes, or whatever the judge determined, or if they even give him probation? If whatever your court that you want to drag him into, you know, your court of law want to drag him in, if they go to court and they winds up giving him probation, y'all still won't be happy. But it went through your court system. But if he went through court and they gave him 50 years or a life sentence, now you'll be happy because you want to be the judge, and you know what I mean, the jury, you know, and the sanctioner. And that's what they're doing on YouTube. What do you have to say about that, family? Just your opinion.
I already said it earlier, man. Like, nobody's free from fault. Everybody got faults, man. So at the end of the day, to kind of overlook Trump's, right, and have his people support him. You know, these people should be supporting him, right? At the end of the day, we all got problems, man. Ain't nobody perfect. You know, people hiding things that, you know, they're not proud of, right? That eventually be exposed and come to light eventually, right? It's just now coming to light now, right? Like, obviously, he's going to have to pay for what he did and, you know, repent and change his ways, right? Have to change the heart, and, you know, in order to have atonement. But, again, everybody got demons that they dealing with, man. Ain't nobody perfect, right?
I don't know, but the YouTube viewers, they must think they perfect, because I can't tell you that your crime is worse than mine's, and you can't tell me that, you know, mine's is worse than yours and Diddy's.
But you gotta understand how the world works, man. The world loves controversy, man. The world loves misery. Misery loves company. So people, you know, when they throwing stones or talking about the next person because it makes them feel good, because at the end of the day, keeping the focus on themselves and the garbage they got in their own backyard that they ain't cleaning up in the traffic. That's all that is.
All right.
Why you so fixed on another person's life and what they got going on? You should be worrying about your life and doing what you need to do for your purpose.
See, Cameron, listen, Cameron said it best after he did the CNN interview and they kept asking him all these stupid questions about Diddy. Cameron said, hold up, man, I don't spend my life watching Diddy. I'm not worried about what Diddy going through. I'm living my life. You know, that's gangster, and that's facts. Big shout out to Harlem and Cameron. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Harlem and Cameron for that. Cameron, you the man, son. You know, you told him just like you're supposed to tell him. It's all this. You call me up here. You don't want to know about what I'm doing positive. You only want to know about, you know, what Diddy doing negative. And like, I got time to worry about him. And Cameron told him, I'm not on his record label. I didn't hang out with him. I don't know him like that. I just know him. What more? Oh, but another Diddy question. Didn't I just tell you, bitch, that I don't know this nigga? That's what I would have told her. Bitch, I would have called her bitch and everything. But didn't I just tell you I don't know this nigga? How much time we gonna play this game? I would have disrespected her so bad. I guess that's why they don't want to put me up there. But you know, that's what she deserved. You know what I mean? From asking that. Man, leave that alone, man. You worried about what Diddy doing and who knows what she doing at night. You know what I mean? Don't let us find out later on you gonna put an SA suit on somebody.
That's the point though. They trying to get views. They trying to get people to listen to them.
It ain't about the views, it's about trying to give the people the wisdom, man. That's what we have a platform to talk to our own. We can play. You know what? Another thing. Me and you gonna do a joint. Family.
The world ain't about that, bro. Let's be in reality. The world don't give a fuck about the truth or wisdom, man. They give a fuck about controversy, what's selling and gossip. Talking about, bro. You know that. That's why they got these hip hop reality TV shows and all that, man. Talking about. Let's be in reality, man.
Hey, yo, look. I'll probably either tonight or tomorrow night, because I'll probably be home after 8 tonight. Either tonight or tomorrow night. Text me your number. See, this is tell them how we just met just now so they understand.
You know, a friend of a friend, man. I met Malik while I was in prison. One of my friends was a professor, introduced me to him. Felt like we should connect so he could try to help me reintegrate back in society. He's been rocking with me since I've been.
I'm saying, what'd you do? You just called this. Where you get this number from? Let's put it that way.
I got it from Malik. I ain't have it. He just called you on the three-way. We're talking right now.
All right. All right, and he got it off the YouTube. That's the point. I answer my damn phone. So any one of you rat bastards got a dispute with what I got to say, here's my phone, man. Call my number. It ain't that hard. You know what I mean? We can either talk about it, we can't agree to it, we can meet up and we can do what we got to do about it. You know what I mean? But let's hope we can just talk about it as men and agree to disagree, you know? And that's it, right? But look, I've been on here long enough, right? Text me your name, family, so I can lock you in, all right?
All right, Chris.
All right. One. Okay, so that's what goes on, so you fully understand, right? That's what go on over here at Unique Mecca Audio. We keep it 100. We don't play no games. We just let them know what time it is, and you know, make sure you buy the book of Raw in Harlem, you know. And don't forget. Let's get back to the main topic. What do you think the motive is? What do you think the motive for Karan Fisher? You know, running over dude. You know. Stabbing him, kissing him, and then stabbing him again 9 more times. You know what I mean? Or you think they were just getting high together? But they said the old white dude was 64 years old, he had married with kids, had grandkids. Those are supposed to be the people that don't get high, don't associate with, you know, people. Much less, you know, people that, you know, is one gender and identify themselves as another. That's what they say, you know. That's crazy. Let's go. All right.
Cheers, cheers. Toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Fresh out the can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Real. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that Probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a raw in Uptown. They be horn Uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend an ear. He started in Uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the root men.